If you thought that things were bizarre before with FTX and with Sam Bankman-Fried, his reactions to things, well, it continues to get even more bizarre. As over on social media, Sam posts in a series of tweets something that looked to be very cryptic, but at the same time appears to be a bunch of nothing. So, what is going on with the different team members associated? We have some new revelations. These are some rumors as well as some very clearly posted statements from Sam himself. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. First up here is from Sam himself. He started off posting this on the 13th with the word what. That's it, just the word what. Then later on, a second tweet with the letter H. And then a separate tweet with the letter A. And it just started continuing on. There were gaps between these, as you guys can see, November 13th for the letter H. Then the next day was where we saw this A, and then the P, and just kind of kept going on. But before we get through all of that, we also have this from yesterday, where Frank says, "What the actual hell?" Shortly before the interview, Mr. Bankman-Fried had posted a cryptic tweet, the word what. Then he had tweeted the letter H. Asked to explain, Mr. Bankman-Fried said he planned to post the letter A and then the letter P. "It's going to be more than one word," he said. "I'm making it up as I go." So he was planning a series of cryptic tweets? Something like that. But why? "I don't know," he said. "I'm improvising. I think it's time." Guys, I got to swap over to this view just so you can see my facial reactions to this. This person is responsible for one of the biggest financial failures in crypto history right now. This is affecting not just FTX, it's affecting a lot of other companies, hedge funds, customers, funds themselves. I mean, this is absolutely terrible. And this guy, is he drugged out of his mind right now? Like, what rational person would think, it's a good time for me to like play games? Quite literally, like he was off playing League of Legends. There was reports of that. I mean, I get it, like him going off and playing some games, whatever, but like it's so in the face of people. They know that it's him. They see that he's going on there and doing these things. Everyone's funds are in disarray right now. Aside from the actual video game, the League of Legends thing, this is what to me is so unprofessional and just absolutely offensive to everyone else, showing how like you just don't seem to really care, which contradicts some of the other things that we're going to be showing here. So he said, "What? HAPPEN." And finally, he got through all of it after hours of gaps between doing all of these letters. He said, "What happened?" Yeah. Even if he just had one tweet where he said, "What happened?" how would that come across as anything professional? What do you mean? You don't know what happened? That's even worse. Then he goes on to say, "Not legal advice, not financial advice. This is all as I remember it, but my memory might be faulty in parts." So clearly he's trying to cover his own butt in case there's any kind of legal ramification for the things that he's about to say. But my memory might be faulty in parts. Okay, let's see what he had to say. Goes on to say, "I'll get to what happened, but for now, let's talk about where we are today." Oh, okay. All right. And then 4 hours after he posts that, to the best of my knowledge, as of post 11/7, so November 7th, with the potential for errors, A, Alameda had more assets than liabilities, M2M, market to market, but not liquid. B, Alameda had margin position on FTX International. C, FTX US had enough to repay all customers. Not everyone necessarily agrees with this. 13, my one goal is to do right by customers. I'm contributing what I can to doing so. I'm meeting in person with regulators and working with the teams to do what we can for customers. And after that, investors. But first, customers. 14, my goal. Clean up and focus on transparency. Make customers whole. Well, it seems like you're doing a great job there, Sam. I mean, the public sentiment reactions I've been seeing, and anyone that has any 2 cents worth can go and look on and see that people are not very favorable with your position and how you're handling things, which, by the way, you're not CEO of FTX anymore. The fact that you're still trying to get yourself involved in all of these things going on the back end is bizarre. Your Twitter account even says that you're still CEO of FTX official, FTX.com. So am I just wrong on this, that you're still CEO of one of these? I might be wrong on that. Unless you just didn't update it. Or did you suddenly come back into power? Like, what is going on here? You're talking about trying to be more transparent. Clean up and focus on transparency. Well, this isn't very clean. Having hours of differences between letters as you're trying to spell out something that has no significant value. What happened? What does that convey to your community? That reassures nobody. If anything, that makes it worse. It's an a-hole thing to do, in my opinion. So here's some other elements I want to bring to your guys' attention. FTX Insider shares a message from the company Slack. So Slack is a tool that's used to do communications. A lot of companies do use this. So this right here says, why is Sam trolling on Twitter as though this isn't a serious situation? Did we not learn that trolling on Twitter got us here? And what did Sam do? He responded saying, I'm sorry. Maybe it's wrong. I took that approach because something needed to break through the mob mentality, but I'll likely be more straightforward going forward. Again, how absolutely bizarre. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Trolling on Twitter? I don't know. Is it wrong? Is it really so wrong? We're just asking questions here. I took that approach because something needed to break through the mob mentality. Well, yeah, you know what the something could be? Is you actually giving detailed information. Not playing all of these games. But I'll likely be more straightforward going forward. I'm not going to promise anything because I don't know. Maybe the trolling is, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's for the best, you know? This is a serious problem. We're not just seeing this with Sam. We're seeing this with other very high-figured individuals that are now in the tech space. They're doing this, oh, look, I can be a troll and people will forgive me. How about you handle your work? Autism Capital says, above employees' response, morale continues to drop within the organization. Sam, respectfully, this is not helping. Nothing broke through the mob mentality. In fact, your tweets just made people more mad that you had the audacity to tweet something cryptic when people's lives have been destroyed. I don't think anyone understood the cryptic nature of your what happened tweet thread. If there is more behind its meaning, please enlighten us because we are lost. Your employees lost everything they had on FTX. FTX users lost everything they had on FTX. Everyone that chose to believe you lost everything. You tweeting what happened in 10 tweets spread out over 24 hours is just piquing everyone's anxiety in addition to the money that they have lost. I was personally also super anxious after every tweet you sent, hoping for some positive outcome, still hopeful. I would request you to only tweet if you think you are adding value to your users, investors, and employees, and if you have any plans of making any of us whole. Anything else will only infuriate people more. A lot of us idolized you, Sam, and you have let us down. In my opinion, if you don't have anything of value for your users, investors, and employees, please refrain from tweeting. And Autism says, correction, this is a different employee's response. Also, former FTX employee shares. It would be a disservice to justify. it would be a disservice to justice to allow wrongdoers Claire Watanabe and Constance Wang off the hook for the amount of nefarious deeds they did to uphold Sam and Ishad's cover-up. They ran the show. To say they both didn't know is impossible. They were strategically named the COO and head of HR at FTX. Claire is the long-term girlfriend of Nishad and lived in Albany with Sam and the rest of the inner circle, and Constance has been in an on-again, off-again sexual relationship with Sam since she started at FTX in 2019. Sam gifted Constance a $30 million palatial mansion in Albany called the Conch Shack, which was previously the developer of Albany's personal home. They turned FTX into a toxic environment where rules were made up as they went. Sam let them do whatever they wanted because they knew too much. While no employees were aware about FTX's financial situation, what should have been the red flag for everyone is when Sam named Claire as head of HR along with Constance as COO this spring. And what professional company are the girlfriends with zero qualifications for these positions running the day-to-day of a company worth $32 billion and responsible for the financial safety and livelihoods of so many? Absolutely bonkers. I'm going to keep you guys updated. We find out more detailed information. This stuff is just, it's drama city. If you like drama, well, there you go. This is going to be something that's almost like they go to make a movie out of this. Everyone's joking about it on social media. It's like, are you going to be able to fit all of this in one movie, or are they going to have it be a part 2 or a trilogy? Tell us what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please go do your own research. Real quick, I want to tell you guys about Webull. They have a nice little promotion going on. Feel free to use my referral link down in the description below if you'd like to do so. You could get 2 free fractional shares of stocks up to value of $300. You could also get 4 to 10 free fractional shares, each valued up to $3,000. You're probably going to get something more like $3 or $4 for a share, but there's an opportunity for you guys to get something for free. I use Webull myself. I've been using it for a while. You can also trade not just stocks, but some cryptocurrencies are listed on there. Again, it's an option. Again, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, just an option. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeman.com, Victor Vegas, Safeman Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your guys' support. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.